Hey guys, me again, back with another video. Today I've got two products from Foronetry. First, we've got the multifunctional behind the display organizer. This thing is going to sit flush behind your Cybertruck's display, and it has all sorts of pockets, holes. There's a hidden compartment underneath here that I'll show you in a moment. We've got 4 of these screw holes. You can put in a 1/4 inch anything that would thread into those. So GoPros, phone mounts, whatever your heart desires, as long as it's a 1/4 inch, it will thread into these. And they gave you more than enough of them. Also, they sent over the J1772 adapter holder. I challenge you to see which one is which. One of these is Tesla's, one of these is not. They both look nearly identical in their manufacturing process. And there you go. This is the Tesla one. So very, very similar. Tesla's is $30. Foronetry's is $25. So $5 difference. If you are not going to use your Tesla voucher that you may have got with your Cybertruck, you might as well buy this one from Foronetry on Amazon, and you can get it the next day. You don't have to wait for shipping from Tesla. They take a bit longer to ship things. But yeah, it's basically the same product. It holds your 1772 adapter in and out. It's just a hole. Same thing with Tesla's. They have these little lines in there. It doesn't seem to make much of a difference either way. But let me show you how easy this thing is. It's just like Tesla's. It just sits in the door. So let me hop over to my door. Okie dokie, here we are in my driver's side door. You just take the adapter holder and place it in like so. And it just sits somewhat flush with the door. 1772 adapter slots right in there. Makes it a great place to access this adapter. But having your adapter handy right there as you get out to go plug it in makes it super convenient. I've been using Tesla's since pretty much they made this available. I bought theirs. But yeah, Foronetry's practically the same product. Either way, I recommend getting it if you need to use this adapter fairly frequently. Just makes it easy to know where it is. It's easily accessible. Would recommend. Jumping back over to the behind the display organizer, let's do a quick overview. They've got some foam pads in the corners here, likely to prevent rattling and or rubbing against your display. There's some foam in between on the sides, probably to keep the distance, I assume, keep it consistent, since it needs to be hollow in those areas. Very sturdy, very well built. This doesn't feel like a cheap, flimsy plastic. Here's that hidden compartment. It is magnetized, so that will keep the lid in place, stop it from moving around, and it kind of gives it a slight locking mechanism. Pretty deep. Don't know if my wide angle is conveying just how deep this is. That's fairly deep. I'll see what I can fit in there. This thing fits my whole fist. It's so deep. But yeah, let me throw all these silicone pads back where they belong, and then we'll go in the Cybertruck and let's see just how much stuff we can fit inside this. All right, we're back in the Cybertruck. I've already removed my clip-on phone mount. I'm gonna slide out my rubberized behind the screen organizer, and then we'll install the multifunctional gigantic behind the screen organizer. Should just slip right down. Perfect. That fitment is good. It doesn't appear to, is it floating? Huh. It looks like this is designed to sort of float above the surface since it's latched onto the display and it's touching this white surface, but it's not touching my plastic dashboard, which I almost prefer since I've already kind of scratched it up from putting just other random things on my dashboard. I don't have the Alcantara Beast mode dashboard, so I appreciate that it's actually floating and not directly touching the dashboard. But yeah, it doesn't look like it bends enough to touch that. So I do actually prefer that. Not sure if that's a feature. I'm seeing some of these sides that, oh, looks like it needs to snap around the display on the bottom sides here. But yeah, fitment's great. And it doesn't impede the flow of air behind it where the air conditioning vents are, so that's good. As for these anchor points, I think these would be great for road trips, maybe vlogging, since you can put a GoPro on one pointing out to catch a time lapse. You could have another GoPro facing in to, get footage of you while you're driving. Since this got rid of my clamp-on phone mount, you could use this one here for having your phone utilize these 1/4-inch thread holes for, there's all sorts of these 1/4-inch thread holes for phone mounts out there, but you could get one and have like an arm, I'd imagine, to get your phone mount where you need it over here. That's an option as well, but yeah, I'm glad you got 4 of them. Opens up the possibility. So even, actually, I didn't think about that. Your passenger could have their own phone mount on their side if they wanted. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's move on to the storage. So I've been thinking about this, and I would recommend whatever you put in this hidden compartment, I'd say make it something that you don't need to get to more than once or twice a month, since it is mildly involved. You got to remove the cover, you've got to remove the silicone mat, and you have to remove whatever you have on top of this, which you probably would have something on. So I would sort of treat this like your secondary glove box for sort of deep storage things. So in mine, you can fit, I've got these glasses cases, you can fit 2 of these stacked up next to each other. And you still have enough room for something the size of a fist. I have a stupid taco looking another glasses holder, but that would fit in there if I wanted. The options are pretty good for this since it is so deep. I think the option that I'm going to go with is either sort of deep storage for winter. So I've got a beanie. Sometimes I go to the beach and it's a lot colder than I would think. So a beanie, and I've got this little face neck band I got from Tesla at one of the owners meetups. Those would fit in there fine. But ultimately, I think what is a great idea is to have a little medical pack here. So this has like a thermometer, sunscreen, Band-Aids, cough drops, ibuprofen, basic med kit. That little tiny kit fits perfectly in there. Lid goes on, and it can live in there. Because another thing to consider is not just getting to it, but whatever you put in this thing is basically in an oven. You're going to be out in the sun, and whatever you put in there, I just dropped it out the door. I considered putting my lotion bottle somewhere in here, and I quickly changed my mind when I thought about how even my chapstick will melt and turn to liquid. So I wouldn't want to put like my lotion bottle right here in this giant oven of a dashboard, because I fear if I would use it, it would separate, it would melt, and not ever be the same. So I'd keep things out of this area, as always, that can melt. Sunglasses should be fine since they're meant to be in the sun, I'd imagine. So you could put sunglasses out here. The silicone mat is actually really good quality. It's very grippy. I haven't tested it, but I imagine this would, yeah, prevent your sunglasses from moving very much. Can't speak to rattling sounds. Personally, though, I keep my sunglasses down here. They still rattle. They still fly out when I really gun it after the light goes green, but I like to have fun. In fact, I might even move them up there since they can't fall out. Well, they can fall out down here underneath. You could put sunglasses up in here. This thing is super deep. Personally, I like a clean, minimalist look, and even seeing those poke out is a bit much for me. That's a bit better, but you're most definitely gonna hear some rattling. I suppose I could get some felt with some backing adhesive, and that's what they should have done, is sort of flock the inside of these would be great for maybe version 2. Just to add a bit more rattle resistance. But yeah, sunglasses will fit in there great. This has so much storage, honestly, I don't know what to put in it. Oh, I usually have my miniature Cybertruck. Everybody loves seeing that. But that's only like a little more than half of the area. So yeah, I'm running out of things to store. Got my dog mode statue I used to have over here. Yeah, maybe beanies again. I'd recommend, again, just things that aren't going to melt, things you don't need very often, but you would like to have them relatively accessible. Beanie looks great right there. I can barely see it if I needed it. If it's cold out, sometimes I go to the beach, again, and it's super cold. Bam, there you go. You got a beanie at the ready. But yeah, leave a comment. What do you guys think you would put in yours, or what I should put in mine? Because I have so many little door organizing boxes, got the middle organizers, the under seat organizers, behind the seat, the under the seat. There's so much storage in the Cybertruck. I've run out of things to store, which is a great problem to have, but it makes it a little awkward when I need to do a review and it's like, oh, more storage? I already stored everything and I don't know what else to put in my Cybertruck. I already carry around more than I need. So you tell me. This thing's pretty great. I'd recommend it, especially for like long road trips. You'd have even more storage, have things easily available. Now that I think about it, I'm a little selfish because I didn't think about the passenger. Maybe they could keep things up here. I've only been thinking for myself and what I'm going to put in it, but maybe my passengers would want to keep things up here or leave them there. As long as it doesn't melt, I'd say sure, go for it, throw it up there. But yeah, that does it for this video. Thanks to Foronetry for sending these over for review. Hopefully some more cool things coming from them. But yeah, I'd recommend this product. The links, as always, will be in the description below. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Leave me a like. And more good stuff always coming soon. See you next time.